Today we're going to do an auto tune for Hytera PD502 using the R8100 Communication System Analyzer. On the screen you see on the left hand side a picture of the R8100 that I have here in my lab. And that unit is already connected to a Hytera PD502. On the right hand side of the screen you see the auto tune screen for the R8100. I'm using the remote front panel option on the R8100, which allows me to connect to the unit from anywhere in the world using an IP address. In this case, before we even start the test, we have to select the type of radio that we want to test. In this screen, we click Radio Make and Model, and we select Hytera DMR Portable. We hit Enter. And the first thing that you're going to see is a block diagram that shows how to connect the radio or the subscriber unit to the analyzer. So the only thing you have to follow is the cables and connect them to the right ports on the analyzer. Make sure that the power supply also has the right configuration in terms of voltage and current. Then I hit return once I get that done. And I'm ready to select the type of activity that I want to accomplish. In this case, you can do a test only, which can be useful to filter out any radios that come into the repair center to find out exactly what issue is causing the problem with the customer. And once the radio has been repaired, it can be sent back to test and align. We're going to do align on this radio, so we select test and align using the arrows. We hit enter. The operator ID name is critical because without it, you won't be able to actually do the test. So I put my name on this side over here for operator ID and I hit enter. I'm using the keypad for the unit to put in the name of the person who's actually running the test. It's always important also to include the cable losses for this test before you start, so you won't have any failures. In order to do that, you need to click this button right here that says 1 of 2. You get to the next page and you click the menu that says Tools. And at the bottom of the screen, you're going to see Preferences. When you click on Preferences, you're going to see this screen, and at the bottom you can see the RF level offset is already on and already inputted the losses for that cable. If you forget to put the losses, you're going to start seeing failures when it starts doing the measurements for TX power output, and that's going to create a cascade effect and the whole test is going to fail. In order to save those preferences, let's say if these setups were turned off, you can go into the second page of this menu where it says RF level offset. You can select on, and then you can input here the value for that cable. If you have a reference cable that you always use for any of these tests, you can save it here. There's a preset menu under test. You can save that preset as for example, in this case, a Hytera Auto-Tune PD502. And that way, every time you want to do an auto-tune for a model like this one, and you're using the same reference cable for your test, you can actually go back and select that directly from your preset, and you don't have to input the losses for that cable every time. Now, once you select this, then you can go in and toggle all the actions that all the options that you're gonna test, all the activities that you're gonna run. And as you can see here, it's very thorough and it's in accordance with what Hytera requires for any repair facility to test when a radio has to be repaired. Once you start the test, you can click here, Start, and you can run the test. Now it's running, and I will show you at the end what it looks like. Now you can see that we have already completed the test, and the unit will give you a report at the end. It's a CSV file which can be exported to an external device, a USB, and then you can print this report using WordPad. That way you can attach the report to the radio that you're going to send back to the customer, and they can see that all the tests were performed in accordance with the requirements from the manufacturer, and they can also verify the different limits and the final readings or measurements that were taken using the R8100. If, for example, I put a USB port or a USB memory stick on the left-hand side of the screen here of the unit, then I can export that test. And when I hit export, you're going to see here that it says it's going to send it to a folder named Freedom Auto-Tune Test Results. And after that, you can print it out, or you can save it here inside the unit, and then you can export all the tests at the end of the day or at the end of the week when you finish your testing. That's very useful in terms of the results that you're going to be able to show your customers. If you need more information on our units, or if you have any questions regarding this video, please do not hesitate to get in touch with me. I recommend that you visit our website, freedomcte.com/freedom-support, or you can also go to freedomcte.com/8100, R8100, and you will see the actual data sheet and all the specifications for this unit. My name is Luis Riano. Here's my phone number and my email. Thank you for your time.